Hey you guys, it is that time. Pick a story. Wherein one of these decks or all of these decks could be a story for you. So I'm going to hold up each deck to the camera and I want you to see if it's resonating with your energy. Starting with deck number one. Could your story be here in deck number one? And this is the Afro Goddess Tarot Major Arcana. They said they have 20 left in stock of the original version, I believe. So if you're still trying to order that, make sure that you reach out to them or go to the website. Is your energy here with deck number two? This is steampunk. I know you guys are used to seeing this, but yeah. Deck number two, could your story be here? Or could your story be here in deck number three? Another independent tarot deck. And it is, why am I blanking out? I am blanking out. But is your energy here? I will tell you the name of it in just a minute. Could your energy be here? Deck number three. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Why am I blanking out on this deck? See, that's why I don't announce the names. Oh, I forgot to start the timer too. Okay, so, oh, y'all don't want to see that time running like that. Make y'all anxiety get triggered. All right, so we have the Five of Swords. We have the God of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Nine of Wands. Central issue, Two of Wands. God of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. All right, so central issue, I feel like someone's been thinking about you, daydreaming about you, or maybe you them. I really feel like it's mutual because I see some mutual cards out here. But yeah, there's this person and they're thinking about how to approach you, but they're more coming off as an air sign or more airy. They're not really saying anything. I think they're more so strategically planning on how they're going to pursue you. Somebody gives the other person butterflies. I mean, this is, you know, strong male masculine energies, but he's got butterflies around him and the Ten of Cups is next to him. I feel like somebody is in love with you, really. Guys, if you are watching, then I feel that you have your eye on somebody and you're just like, damn, I want to make it work. That could be my wife. That could be the person that I build with here. So I feel that some of you are maybe at a distance too. This person may be sitting thousands of miles away, but somebody might be after that pearl. I don't know. She's sitting on a big pearl. Might be worth it. But I feel that there is, you know, aside from love, that there's also some of you that are wanting to pursue your goals or a dream here. And there could be something that you saw. Maybe you've been watching some sort of motivational speaker that has inspired you to take some sort of chance or take some sort of risk. If this is about you going after your dreams, there's something, okay, something about this looks like self-sabotage. There's something petty keeping you from reaching your goals. If it's about romance, there is something petty stopping two people from interacting the other. Is some sort of ego or pride in a way. Someone does not really want to talk about their feelings. I also feel like someone expects you to read their mind, or you are expecting the other person to read your mind. Someone also could have put their foot in their mouth, or they could be saying things that counts against them. I want to give a heads up at, like, for interviews. Be careful what you say at some sort of interview. I don't know if you get nervous or if you start to overthink something, but you could say something damaging at your interview or offensive. Try not to be too flirtatious. This person might not like that. Maybe you think, oh, you know, if I give them a little shimmy. I know, that's such an old word. But somebody might be thinking that, and the interviewer is just like, I am not impressed, you know. I'm offended. You know, I don't even go that route. You know, so I don't know. It could be something that you say or do at your interview that kind of leaves a little bit of a bad taste in the interviewer's mouth. Don't talk a bit against your competitors. Find a way to boost your qualities without shitting on other people. Because I almost feel like something happens like that when you're like, oops. I mean, if you catch yourself, just, hey, try to reword it, catch yourself and say, you know what, let me rephrase that. You know, I don't know, just twist it around, do something. But yeah, I feel like somebody says something slightly offensive at an interview, or at a meeting here. Even as a teacher or someone who gives guidance or counseling, if you feel like you say something offensive, you know, just, there's no harm in correcting yourself and say, hey, let me change it up. I do it all the time. But yeah, just, there's something though that could come off as a little off-putting. Sometimes too, people are going to find fault in what you say, no matter how you say it or put it. You know, some people just have issues with communication and understanding, so that could be an issue too. This can, you know, especially in a romantic situation, I feel like there's a couple of things going on in a romantic situation. If you meet somebody that is like the man or woman of your dreams, try your very best. I know you would be happy. Try your very best not to be braggadocious about it. Because I almost feel that, I don't know, it's just coming off the wrong way, or your happiness could be misconstrued for arrogance or conceit. Maybe your friends would turn their backs on you. Or even if it's just a situation dealing with friends or family, same thing. You know, just something that you might be excited about could be misinterpreted. And then if someone tried to say something to you, you might misinterpret them. So there could be some sort of miscommunication basically here. Now, you guys, is this, I said 7 of Wands. This is 6 of Wands. So you guys I do feel are going to be supported with whatever it is that you are going towards. All this except for, you know, a few people who might be jealous or haters or something of that sort. But I do see you having support to go after your goals or your dreams here. I also feel that some of you are going to have the confidence to do whatever it is that you need to do. Stop talking about what you're going to do as well if you've been doing that, and make sure you just do it. Just be someone who does something. Don't talk about it, and then people will see, you know, what you've done or what you've accomplished, or let it speak for itself. I also see a situation where a love interest is working up the nerve or the courage to approach you. So right now they're just kind of sitting back and watching. They're thinking about things. And once they get the nerve, they will approach you and come forward. So it can be any signs that you guys could be dealing with. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also getting someone coming towards you who is very psychic or intuitive, someone who's very philosophical or intellectual. Somebody is also just very brutally honest, which is why some things they say or you say may come off slightly offensive sometimes. But I feel like somebody means well, but you know, they can say the most. I also get this person that is coming to you maybe very tribal, very alpha male coming towards you, or guys that are watching this would be your energy. Something about this person is bringing out your very primal nature. Like you feel that this is the person that you want to capture. You want to captivate them with your thoughts, your intellect, your words, because I'm looking at how the swords and the cups are together here. So there's something about the way you speak, or the way this guy speaks to you. It's like very well thought out, very soothing, and very romantic. After some sort of initial hiccup, I do feel like this is someone who is very poetic with their speech. This is someone who gets very emotional with their whatever that they're thinking about or talking about. Even if they're initially like a quiet person, once you get them talking, it's like they become very, very passionate in what it is that they think or believe in here. Something else I was getting from this energy. I'm seeing something about someone's eyes being very captivating, very piercing. Doesn't matter the color. They could be deep blue, they could be dark brown, but it's just something about their soul. Like when you look into their soul, you can feel it. It's almost like you have to lower your gaze. You know, it's like, oh, look away, look away. I also feel that in a work situation, you are going to be standing out from the crowd. So again, you don't really need to bash your coworkers. In fact, it could be some people doing some things behind your back, doing some shady stuff. Don't feed into it. Don't get emotional about it. Just say, you know what? I'm going to take that hatred and I'm going to transform it into something else, and I'm going to focus on me and my goals and take my attention away from them. So you have to take your attention, your power back away from the haters here. There is a need to reestablish a healthy ego. And I see that happening going from the 5 to the 6. And this is also a 5, but it is it's being mature about something. This is a healthy ego. I feel like maybe this is someone who has learned some sort of lessons, and now maybe you're taking your lessons and teaching or sharing it with other people. I'm definitely getting teaching, leading vibes, teacher, leader, philosophical vibes going on. Some of you might be professors, or maybe you're going back to school. I also feel that someone is going to reveal or confess with how they feel, or they're going to make something official. I feel that you're going to be learning more about like esoteric knowledge, things that you can apply to your life. I'm also getting someone who has a tattoo on their thigh. Someone has a tattoo on their thigh, or maybe you're considering getting some sort of tattoo on your thigh. I'm also getting like, is it Oshun that Beyonce was posing? Some of you might be trying to channel Oshun. I think that's who she was trying to embody. Or was it Yemaya? I think it was Oshun. There's still a need for you guys to confront your insecurities, or you're learning how to confront your insecurities, or you might be speaking to an audience of people who are insecure, or who need to confront their fears here. I feel like this is having to overcome anxiety, overcome self-doubt. Someone is definitely becoming inspired. And you might get to the point where you say, you know what, I know this is something that I have to do. And I'm just going to get it over with, even though I'm afraid to make this move, even though I'm afraid to tell somebody how I feel about them. Even if I'm afraid to move out on my own, or to move in together, or to allow myself to fall in love. Whatever it is that you have been afraid to move forward with, I feel like your faith is being tested, or something is happening where it's like, okay, now it's time to put everything that you learned to the test. Like, you've been doing all this self-healing, you've been doing all this meditation, you've been preserving yourself, and now something is getting ready to happen where it's being tested. Did you remember everything that you learned? Get ready, because something is getting ready to happen. Even like I said, when it comes to like going to some sort of job interview, maybe you've been researching the company. Did you retain that information so that when they say certain things to you at the interview, you're prepared? Make sure that you're prepared for this interview, for this new love life, for a promotion. Some of you, maybe you're getting ready to start in a new leadership position, or where you have authority, and it's like, okay, your patience is about to be tested now. And you might start saying, what did I get myself into? Like, do I really know what I'm doing? Do I know what I'm talking about? And I just kind of feel like, yes, Spirit's got your back. All of these things that you've gone through, it's kind of like guiding you. And it also could be metaphoric for your spirit guides. So you have the courage or the strength to endure. You just need to believe in yourself and get through it. I don't know why too. I'm getting something like maybe someone was a witness and has to testify in court to something. Somebody might be nervous before court. Some of you have been interacting or talking to other knowledgeable people, and you might feel that your knowledge isn't good enough, and that these people know more than you. But everybody is a student and a teacher. Everybody exchanges those roles. So don't be intimidated by someone else's insight or knowledge. You know, don't be afraid to contribute or share whatever it is that you have to offer, because they don't know everything. There's also a need for you to tap into your intuition from time to time too. I feel like somebody is coming from a place of straight book smarts. There's book smarts, there's common sense, there's intuition. Like, I feel like there's a need to really focus on all of that to get to wherever it is that you're trying to go. Like, you need all of that. So let me go ahead and see if I could clear a couple of things here. Let me just look at this Five of Swords. I also feel like you were getting ready to do something, or you will be getting ready to do something that you're really inspired to do. And then somebody's going to say something that makes you feel like crap, and you're going to get in your feelings, but you'll overcome it. You're going to give yourself a little pep talk. Ooh, that came out in reverse. So it's kind of like I said, the Chariot, you were getting ready to do something, you were determined, you were moving forward, and then you let somebody say get you all twisted. And, you know, you all upside down, like, oh, you know, I lost my courage, or I lost the faith, or I lost something. I do feel like here your faith will be restored in something, but something causes you to lose your faith. And it's like just something that somebody says and you get cold feet or back out, or some sort, some sort of delay. See, yeah, you're going to eventually overcome that, though. You have to ignore what people say. You can't feed into what people are saying. So I feel like for some of you, you may need to prepare for possible jealousy or verbal attacks. People are coming from a hurt place. Hurt people hurt people. Look at that energy as a reflection of something that could be hurting within you. Romantically, I feel that someone is trying to come towards you, but they scale back for whatever reason. And this is a very smart person. This is someone who also has a amethyst stone. I always feel like I'm going to call that stone wrong. The purple stone. I feel like someone has one of those or holds on to that or wears it on their body for protection. Someone has been keeping watch. Someone has been fantasizing. Oh my God. Yeah, romantically, this is all about somebody who wants to come forward and is too afraid to do so, or once they get the nerve or the courage to approach you, something is said and they just kind of flip out and lose it and turn back around, make a U-turn or something. And then, I don't know, something else happens and they start listening to their intuition, or maybe they have a dream, or maybe the spirit guides, the ancestors say something, especially if they're very spiritual, and just like, get your ass back up on that horse and go do what you got to do. And I feel like that is something that is going to happen. Someone may be very intimidated by you, your seduction, your beauty, your grace. You might not think much of it, but they see everything. They see you as the ideal person that they want to build with, or, establish a life with. But they're intimidated. They keep going back. Let me, matter of fact, look at this Nine of Wands, and then we'll go on to the next deck. I still say this is can relate to any area of your life. You get cold feet about something. So someone is having some sort of obsession. I'm also getting some sort of strong physical attraction going on. Yeah, I think you may bring something out of somebody that they are afraid of. It's almost like, if I get near this person, I'm not going to know how to act. Like this beast is going to come out. Like maybe someone feels like they want to be good for you, but either they come with some sort of past, or they respect you so much that they think that they can't just ravish you. And maybe they don't know. It's like, hey, little do you know, I'm just like you. I'm a reflection of this inner beast right here. Someone is afraid of their dark side coming through, or their demons, you know, how it would be viewed, their shadow side. Someone is very much afraid of that. Someone feels that you might be the mirror image of their deepest, darkest desires, and it's like, why do they bring that out of me? They bring me out of, and especially if this person is trying to focus on philosophy and, you know, metaphysical things. And it's like, damn, when I get around them, I just start thinking about like all types of positions and wild shit. Like I don't know why this person is throwing me off my game. They're trying to look at you. They're trying to sort some things out so that they can come to you correctly. This is someone who keeps having to pull back, because I feel too like they don't want to say the wrong thing. Like maybe they're like, should I approach them and just be real and just tell them like, damn, you look good, or damn, what I would do to you, or should I be a gentleman and say this instead? Or, you know, I just kind of feel like someone is really analyzing how they want to approach you. And so they have to pull back and make sure that they got their hormones together, their emotions together, their intellect together. They're asking a lot of questions before they come forward, and then they're going to try again. They might say a little something to kind of put it out there or test the waters, and then they're going to pull back and go back into hiding. I don't know why I'm getting the energy of someone who is afraid of losing themselves around you. Like they can't, it's like a professor that all of a sudden becomes some hood street person that don't know how to act or something. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. So I hope that resonates. If those of you, it's like, I don't know who looking at me, I get, because they ain't approached you yet. All right, let's go on to deck number 2. We have the 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. So I just rolled my eyes. I can see there's a lot of shy energy in the collective going around. Someone is holding on to the good times that they last had, whether it was with you or maybe somebody is holding on to memories of a past relationship. Someone they want to offer their cup. I feel like somebody is more so rehearsing things in the mirror than actually doing something about it. Someone keeps acting out some fantasy, whether it is in regards to love or whatever. There's this fantasy and they're like, I'm going to do this and this is going to happen and my dreams are going to come true. And then when you get faced with reality, it's like, none of that's going to happen. That's not how any of this works. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I get a lot of cold feet energy. Even if you are in some sort of established relationship, I feel like someone was damn near ready to ask you to marry them. They done picked out the ring. It's in the box. They've been practicing how they're going to pull it out and get down on one knee, or they're rehearsing. Somebody's rehearsing. They want to get you to a place where it's quiet, and then they're going to ask you to marry them. And they're doing it all in their head. Their intuition is saying that you're the one. And then they just get cold feet. And they might not ask until the next date or the date after that or the date after that. Somebody is not really believing in themselves. Some of you are overthinking a situation. Some of you are really in your mind about something. You want to be happy. Maybe you want the dream job. You want the dream home. You want the dream life, but you're not really doing anything about it. You're overthinking, should I do it that way or the other? Or the minute someone whispers something negative, you just start thinking like, maybe they're right. I don't know what I'm doing. What was I thinking? I think I made a mistake. You know, and you get all discombobulated. There's a lot of airiness going on. Thanks, Libra season. That is making people get cold feet and remain internal as opposed to speaking out or being proactive. Somebody just keeps replaying something over and over again. Somebody keeps thinking about the first time that they saw you, the first time that you came into the room, the first time they scrolled across your picture, the song that was playing when they went out with you. Like somebody is playing something over and over and over again. Someone is really struggling between using their intellect and their emotions here. I also feel that someone has been drinking and trying to distract themselves from things that are going on in life. I feel like someone wants to run away or someone wants to escape. Man, somebody's like, I think it was better in my head. I don't think it's actually going to happen. Or, man, I just get so much self-doubt going on. I feel like with the 8 of Swords here, it's all in your mind. There's a need to overcome your thinking. It's only your thoughts that are keeping you handicapped here. And I feel like you keep trying to listen to your intuition and you're like, okay, let spirit guide me then. I'm just going to keep moving until I fall or until, you know, spirit forces me into a situation. I do feel like something is happening where you're blindly being led to someone. Again, this is making me think of a astrology reference that I talked about before, where if you have the South Node or Ketu in the first house, It's almost like, or aspecting the first house. It's almost like being headless. Like you don't know what direction that you're supposed to go in because you have no head. Ketu has no head. And if Ketu is in the first house, that means Rahu, or the North Node, is in the seventh house, which means that you need your partners to give you guidance because you don't know what you're doing or where you're going, or you doubt too much or you ask too much. It's a headless planet, and the North Node, or Rahu, is the head of that planet. You know, it's a demon. I know I probably got the story a little messed up. It's a demon that's been split in half, basically. They both have some sort of obsessive behavior. You know, but point being, you know, in the past, maybe there is something that you did in your past, but it does deal with the past. Maybe you didn't know yourself in the past, and it's your purpose to allow your partner to help guide you to the person that you're supposed to be in this life. This is almost too like someone who needs to be reeled back. This is someone who can go off the deep end in conversation unless they have somebody to reel them back in. You know, so there's something going on where either you or the person coming towards you is basically kind of headless. Someone is acting like they don't know how to make their own decisions. Someone is easily influenced or becomes easily overwhelmed or easily manipulated or pressured into feeling sorry for people. Maybe your family has been asking for money. Maybe you don't want your family to know anytime you have money because, you know, they're going to have a handout. They got a sob story, and maybe they do, but it's just like, you know, they're coming to you and you start feeling guilty and like, well, what should I do? You know, why they always have to come to me? I feel guilty, but I want to help, but it's not fair. And this is something that's been ongoing. So also a lot of you may have been going through similar lessons over and over again because you have not learned from them just yet. There's still something that you have not yet learned. And that's why you have to repeat these same mistakes over and over again. It comes to you in different forms. You learn the lessons through friends. You learn a lesson through family. You learn this lesson through relationships, jobs. Well, you're supposed to learn, but you haven't learned. So you just keep recycling. I'm also seeing financial struggles. I'm seeing some sort of financial struggles. Some of you also may be posing or coming off like you have a certain lifestyle. Maybe it's just an illusion or an image. But behind the scenes is someone who is struggling, very much so. I'm also getting someone who is confident in the public, comes off cool as a cucumber, but inside this person is a hot mess. They're panicking. They're all over the place. All over the place. So let me start to see what else I can see from here. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. If it is relationship related, for whatever reason, it's like you feel this person may be manipulating you in some shape, form, or fashion. For some of you, there's some stuff going down at work, some stuff going on with your coworkers. I don't know if you're also acting passive aggressive and allowing people to put their work off on you, or saying you can do something when you really can't. I feel like there's a need for you to speak up. Love related, I feel that someone wants to start over. Or even, okay, maybe in a situation where you were talking about you were leaving. Every time you talk about leaving, this person stops you, jumps in front of you. Maybe they say stuff like, I don't want to live without you if you leave. You know, they're making suicidal threats to make you stay or to coerce you into working things out. Others of you, I'm getting this as a situation where you're too shy at work, or there's someone who wants to approach you at work who's very shy, but they're working on it. They're like, I want to get something started, but I don't know what to say or do. I'm getting finger pointing or blame game. Somebody's playing the blame game. There are lies being covered up. In a work situation, I just feel like it's a bunch of pettiness going on. It's rumors. You probably need to find a different set of people to start going to lunch with. You might also be trying to avoid the person with the fake lifestyle, or who talks too much or is very boring. The person that is hard to get away from. It's like, how do I leave their freaking conversation? I also got a situation where it's more so about stealing going on at work, and maybe people placing a blame or taking credit for something they didn't do. So, yeah, there's some sort of deception or theft going on at work. This can even be like petty theft at work. Like someone taking, I don't know if they still have petty cash depending on where you work. I don't know if someone is taking petty cash and leaving fake slips for what they use the money for. Or if it is someone going around stealing people's pens and shit, like that's super petty. People's going around seeing stuff on people's desks. Oh, I like that mug. Give it here. It's mine now. Maybe it's stealing toilet paper rolls out the bathroom. I don't know. But there's some sort of petty theft going on at work too. And somebody's got everyone fooled. And while you're looking this way, this person is like, their other hand is working and doing some really sneaky things. For some of you, this is about some sort of unusual office romance, or some sort of flirtation going on, but nobody really wants anybody and everybody wants the same person. Everybody bickering over this one particular guy that everybody likes, and he's playing games with everybody. And then everybody's always looking to see who's he talking to, or who, you know, where is he going? Does he like her? Doesn't he have a wife? I don't know. It's some petty stuff going on at a work situation for some of you guys. Others of you, just in regards to your everyday life, there's something that you're needing to do or confront, but you're afraid, and you're making a lot of excuses. I see like excuses holding you back. At some point, you are going to have to step out on faith. You might feel stagnant. Maybe you've been feeling very bored or very stagnant as of late. Some of you, the missing ingredient is love. Like you want to focus on your work, especially if you're Libra. You know, Libras get all out of whack when they don't have their relationships. I talked to an astrologer the other day when I had my reading, and he said that it's ironic that majority of Libras are the ones that are single. They're always single, but yet it's the sign of relationships. But yeah, I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you're having a hard time focus because you're out of balance emotionally. And it's kind of fucking up your intellect. Let me look at this Two of Pentacles a little more. Somebody keeps changing their mind and taking their time before moving forward with something. It's like, you know, I got all day. I got the rest of my life. And I also feel like there's some of you that are needing to listen to your intuition about something. I see also someone who goes back and forth between being confident and insecure. Some of you have had some sort of repeated dream that someone was coming towards you. See? Somebody's coming towards you and you've been having repeated dreams, but this person is appearing to you as a different form. So it's kind of confusing. It's like they're covering up their identity. They're trying to prepare you that they're on the way. They're avoiding you. See, they're wearing a mask. There's also someone around you who misses you, who wants to come back. Someone also might be snooping, checking on your social media. Maybe you're a vlogger. Maybe you're like, I don't have social media. Maybe you're a vlogger and they're watching your videos and commenting and everything, but you don't know. When someone is good and ready, they will make their appearance, but they're not ready, or you aren't ready. Yeah. All right, so that is all for deck number 2. Go ahead and move on to deck number 3. Two of Swords, the Wheel, Six of Cups, Nine of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Chariot. All right. So, central issue here. Someone is just playing around, or someone is just kind of learning how to pursue their dreams, learning how to pursue their passions, or learning how to express themselves romantically or creatively or spiritually even. So someone is just kind of playing around with some things. It's like, you know, I guess this is how you express yourself in secret. Someone might even be sending secret messages, flirting with you. For some of you, it is a bit of mind games. I even feel that maybe your spirit guides have been trying to warn you or message you. It's either a warning or a preparation about something. It's like something spiritually has been trying to get your attention. There's a need to take something more serious. Boy. See, I feel like someone is needing to confront their fears, but someone has been maybe snooping around, not really doing what they need to do. I'm getting the energy of someone who drives at night, or someone who just overall drives for a living. I feel that someone is driven or motivated to go towards their dreams, but they're afraid. Someone also keeps trying to cheat or take some sort of shortcut in regards to how they accomplish something. So I don't know what it is that you could be doing. I'm getting the energy of someone that is trying to avoid a situation as well. Boy, okay, so let me kind of look at this, because I'm getting the messages are coming out kind of choppy up here. I can see that regardless, there is still some sort of confusion about what to do or what it is that you're supposed to be witnessing. You may be at some sort of crossroad. Maybe you're torn. I get the sense of aggravation. Like it feels like someone is just playing games with you. You're like, is somebody, who's that there? It's like, I feel like someone is blindfolded, and it's like playing Marco Polo. You know, it's like you're trying to follow the voices, but you don't really, they keep changing or switching. So maybe someone is trying to throw you off guard or off track every time you get close to something. Every time you get close to figuring something out, like something tries to throw you off. I hope that makes sense. Everybody knows the game Marco Polo, right? It's like you're blindfolded and people are shouting out Marco, and then somebody else on the other side shouts out Polo. And I think you're supposed to, I don't even know for sure. I think you're supposed to follow, you know, the voices until you can tag them or something. But I feel like every time you get close, somebody is just like, oh, it wasn't me, or no, I was only kidding. Let's just go use it as a romantic situation. Maybe you're on to someone's trail. This is you. You're like, okay, I think I know who likes me, or I think I know who's been sending me these messages, or I think I know something. And you feel inspired, and you're like, okay, I'm coming, or I'm going to catch them. And this person is like, no, I'm too quick. You know, you can't outwit me, you can't outsmart me. And I don't know, it's kind of like this person gets very immature or is playing games, and then they do or say something to throw you off. Maybe you were getting ready to approach this person or say something or call them out, and then maybe they say something that's like, huh, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're, I have no clue what you're talking about. You know, or just something, I don't know. It's just something that just kind of throws you off. And it's like, oh, I was so close. Now I don't know what to do, or I'm stuck. I'm torn. I mean, it could be a situation where you're, using your tarot cards, trying to figure some stuff out. And you're like, I got it. I know exactly what's getting ready to happen. And then the game changes on you, and you're like, I thought I knew. And then the cards start switching up some stuff. The tarot cards aren't the same anymore. You're like, damn, now all last week that same card kept popping out, but now that I think it's this person, or now that I think it's this, it's not. I'm getting a different answer. I'm getting a different reading. I feel like you just need to allow things to play out. Maybe you're trying to figure something out that is not meant to be figured out just yet. Maybe it is not a specific person. Maybe it is spirit switching things up on you, keeping you on your toes. Something's going on where someone doesn't want to get caught yet. Someone doesn't want to get found out yet. Spirit doesn't want you to know something yet. So things are happening to throw you off guard. I mean, just like when a dog, a bloodhound is on a trail and I don't know, somebody goes and, you know, toss something in a line so that to throw the dog, you have to go through water or something so that the dog will lose the scent or lose the trail that you were on. So something is going on where you have to be, your senses are being blocked from what it is that you're supposed to do, or from you making some sort of decision. It's, I keep getting images of like pin a tail on a donkey. You're blindfolded and you get spun around, and then your direction is everybody just yelling at you, no, turn left, no, turn right, blah. You know, and it's just like, oh my God, I'm so blind. I don't know where I'm going. You know, it's like everything's screaming at you. And then finally you just take a chance and you stick it somewhere and you take the blindfold off and you're like, the donkey is way over there. Like, this is not funny. Whatever the case, I just feel that for some of you, something will not be revealed for another 30 days. Your destination also may have been reshuffled. There could have been some sort of cosmic reshuffling in the sky, and maybe there's some sort of delays with whatever it is that you were trying to do. I don't know if you were trying to relocate, you were trying to travel, you were trying to quit, you were trying to pursue somebody, somebody was trying to pursue you. Something got spun around. The universe was just like, spin them around, mix them up, confuse them. It's not time. So now you just have to wait maybe to a next opportunity or a next cycle or phase begins. This could be the next full moon. This could be just the next shift in energies, which would really 30 days, you know, going all the way into Scorpio season. So, and then we do have the Six of Cups, which is Sun in Scorpio. So for some of you, it's like something's all twisted around, and whatever was getting ready to happen, maybe this is a message to let you know, hey, your plans have been delayed. Don't worry about it. Something is still on the way, because here you are getting stressed out about some stuff. You're like, oh, it's never going to happen. You know, your anxiety is kicking in. And maybe you're feeling some sort of frustration, and you still keep getting dreams. You still keep seeing synchronicities. Well, I'm supposed to do this, or this person is supposed to come to me, or this is supposed to happen, and that's supposed to happen. I don't have any money. You know, what am I going to do? You know, you're all in this state of wilderness. And then here it is. It's like, see, we told you, we had you. Something is on the way. Just be patient. Trust your intuition, meaning that your intuition told you that something was yours and you claimed it. It's saying still claim it. It's just not happening when you thought it was going to happen, or the way you thought it was going to happen. And I get that energy too sometimes when I see the star. You know, the star wants you to continue to have faith in whatever it is that you believed in. And spirit senses that you're losing faith because things are going wrong, or there are delays, or things that you don't understand. And then something happens to restore your faith here. I do feel that, you know, when the time is right here with the will, that someone will be returning to you from your past that maybe you've been wanting to hear from. Maybe you've been wanting to hear from a job that turned you down previously. Maybe it is just an overall friend that will be returning, or that you hear from. Or if you don't know who the person is coming towards you, when it's a soulmate or a kindred spirit, but once you guys connect, it's going to be instant soul recognition. Maybe this is someone that you still think about. Maybe you had some sort of connection with an air sign or a Scorpio, and things didn't go out, or water sign, you know, and then it's just like, I don't know. I felt like there was a connection. I thought something was there, and maybe you never stop thinking about that person, or they never stop thinking about you. Whatever it was that you felt like you had some sort of instant connection with, I do feel like you will experience that again. Whether it's with that person or someone new. But, you know, everything has to be in place. Everything has to be aligned cosmically. It's like you can't jump ahead of whatever is being planned for you. Some of you, maybe that's another thing with, you know, I've been talking about manifestation a lot. Some of you have been, you know, playing around with manifestation. You don't really know what you're doing. You're still learning. And you get something because things aren't going right. You know, you're stressing, losing faith. But I do feel like here it is with your faith being restored. Now, also get a situation where someone is covering up their feelings, or is being very guarded, or is acting very peculiar to throw you off, which is weird. I mean, really nobody has time for that. You know, everybody's situation is going to be different. I feel like some of you still holding something close to your heart. There is still lessons in self-love for some of you. Two of Swords. What is this? You guys are feeling trapped or stuck, but I think it's something going on in your mind. I also see this as someone that is trying to cover up their obsession or addiction. For some of you, there's an intense sexual connection going on. Definitely could be fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Since it's coming out twice, could be Capricorn, could be Scorpio, Cancer. Someone is really confused about how to pursue you, or you are really confused about how to pursue a dream or a goal that you want. I also feel like this is something's coming off as temptation, and it's like, I don't want this secret to come out. I don't want this truth to come out. For some of you, this is more so about a secret. But I think it's a secret side of you that you are trying your best to suppress. I feel like you're being haunted by your desires to the point where they become a little twisted or warped. Something is becoming too intense because it needs to be freed or released. You know, that even made me feel like, I don't want to give any bad advice to anyone who is trying to be celibate, but I did get like an image of someone who is trying their best to be celibate, and it's kind of like it's not natural, or maybe it's not your path. Maybe you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, I'm getting an image of someone who wants to remain celibate, but is kind of twisting or warping their thoughts. It's like making this person worse as opposed to better. Man, somebody is really holding back. Really holding back. They really want to share something. They really want to open up and tell the truth. Maybe someone does have a background. Maybe someone is on drugs. I don't know. But someone has a secret. Someone has a dark side, and they don't want it to come out to the open. Maybe it's about reputation. Maybe someone is famous or a celebrity or popular or has status. And it's like, it's haunting me. Like, I want to put this out there. Or maybe someone is threatening or trying to blackmail or extort. I don't know. There's something going on where maybe someone is being threatened. If you don't, I'll put your business out there. If you know, if you don't do this, or so maybe someone feels threatened about their business being put out there. Either someone's being threatened or you think someone is going to expose you for revenge or whatever the case. They might not. I think it's more so you think they're going to do that, but I don't think anyone's going to do anything about your pictures or your information. Let me also look at the Nine of Swords. So I also see there's an invisible bed in this picture too. Somebody has been having like a lot of dreams about the past, or a past decision maybe has been haunting you. Or you feel like somebody is getting ready to come back into the picture. Maybe it is somebody that you don't want to come back. And you're like, oh, I know they're coming back. I keep dreaming about them. I think you're going to be presented with something else that's different from your dream. This Seven of Swords is showing to me something that is fake or isn't real, or someone who's, if that is the case, like you're having these dreams, and I said it in the other video that it's a situation then where you keep dreaming about one person, but it's not, it's actually someone else. It's just that they're disguised in the dream. Oh. Yeah, so I feel like there's also a situation where, you know, there's someone that you feel very connected to, and you have not been able to stop thinking about them, and they have still been thinking about you too. But it's a situation where maybe the both of you have trust issues or have too much anxiety to approach the other person. Maybe you've been trying to manifest or communicate by sending telepathic messages, hoping that maybe you can get the person to think about you, and then they'll call or text or whatever, and it's just like it's not happening. And you're wondering if you'll ever hear from this person again. I do see some sort of soul contract that needs to be fulfilled, and there's avoidance. People are avoiding it. Maybe because of the circumstances. It's kind of like, why would I be in a soul contract with this person? And it's just like, well, I don't know. That's for you and your spirit guides to discuss, or whoever made out that your birth chart, whoever wrote it, more than likely you in a previous, before you incarnated here, made out your lessons, and now you're just living it out, and everybody's playing their role. So the Ten of Swords is saying that you're needing to let your guards or your defenses down, and you need to kind of mature in your way of thinking. You need to let go of some sort of old belief systems, because I feel that something that your fears are holding you back, or keeping you from going through or following through with some sort of soul contract that you have. Even if it's a contract to pursue your dreams, like something that you were destined to do, since we do have the card of destiny out, or the card of fate, you know, something that's part of your destiny. And I don't know, maybe you've been fighting it. So the Wheel also feels to me that, you know, this is something that you should allow just to kind of play out naturally, because it's something that you asked for. And here we got that silly page, not silly, but, you know, just indicating somebody who might be playing games, or still underdeveloped, still learning how to properly express themselves here. You also may be faced, it's like, oh, this is so horrible. I have 3 options to choose from. You know, who do I pick? Oh my God, I have a soul contract. This is so scary. You know, 3 potentials. This is horrible. You know, I don't know. Some of you might be viewing it like that. But it does look like some sort of choice. And then if it's not romantic, maybe it's, do I, you know, pursue this job, that job? Do I move? Do I do this? You know, so it's something that you feel that you're supposed to do or that you're meant to do, but you're hesitant. It's like, and then every time the opportunity presents itself, you know, you get scared. You forget everything and act like you don't know what you're supposed to do. Yeah. So I feel like for the most part, if you feel that you missed out on an opportunity, or, you know, like I said, you're just stressing because things aren't playing out, I do see some sort of second chance here with the 6 of Cups, and then the Ace of Cups looks like some sort of fulfillment here, something that is being offered to you, some sort of opportunity. I really feel like you guys are having to wait possibly for another 30 days for something to manifest. I'll go ahead and be nosy really quick and look at that Ace of Cups. Somebody is definitely hiding their feelings, though. Yeah. Page of Cups. And then they're trying to block it or wear like a tough exterior. Yeah. Someone's also very intuitive and or has some sort of spiritual gift and tries to hide it or doesn't want people to know about it. Something has been passed down from generation to generation. Somebody from your past still has feelings for you. Maybe you established some sort of relationship, a business relationship with somebody, but they're trying to hide their feelings, their true feelings. Maybe you established or were introduced to someone through family. I'm getting energy of something that could have been like you could have been dealing with someone who was like a family member or who is close to the family. There's some sort of connection with this person. Maybe this person, maybe they were in a relationship and that's why they're having to hide something, or you are having to hide or protect something. Or I think it's more so about image. And just someone wanting to hide their feelings or emotions. But I feel like for most of you, it's about something that has already been established. Maybe in the past, you guys already got that out the way. I'm into you. I'm feeling you too. But for whatever reason, there was some setbacks and you guys have not really moved on. There's still been spying. Someone has been, you know, sending messages and then trying to throw you off, or vice versa. But I feel that after somebody gets out of their head, there also could have been trust issues at hand. So I do see like that, like I said, that cup will be offered again, or this opportunity will be offered again for 2 people to connect. So I hope this has helped. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.